basketball. And from Sioux Falls area, Levi Pearson has traveled all the way out here.
Yeah, well, he came in. They're doing the L&I, so he's working the L&I, and it's like, hey, I'll do your game for you.
This game underway. Mitchell wearing their black uniforms with the yellow or gold numbers. There's a turnaround jumper. That one is no good. The ball is tapped out in the low post. I think that was Hinker. No, it was not Hinker. It was Colton Smith. Yeah, 6'6" junior.
Yeah, a lot of size, a lot of athleticism for this Mitchell Colonel team. Colton Smith, again, we focus on those two guys, but Colton Smith, amazing. Landon Solik, amazing.
So the Raiders have the ball going from left to right in their white uniforms. Here's Segrist, the basketball. Segrist gives the ball to Holly. Holly, left side, gets it to Brooks. Brooks to Green. Here's Green back out front to Holly. He's going to fire the three. That one off the mark, no good. Brooks gets the rebound. In fact, a battle for the rebound, a jump ball. Possession arrow belongs to the Raiders.
Well, Brooks, he needs to be more physical in getting that ball. He kind of just tried to tap it around to himself. That allows the other defenders to get in and kind of grab it.
Here's Segrist along the right baseline, gives it to Green. He'll shoot the three. He is fouled. The foul on Landon Solik. And J.D. Green heads to the free throw line to shoot three.
You know, it's interesting, J.D. Green, he came over from the St. Thomas More Cavaliers, played last year, started for a while, didn't start for a while, kind of went back and forth. He has the potential to be an X factor. He's got the skill, the smarts, but he gets so reckless at times when he's playing that Coach Stadium's got to sit him down. It isn't fouls, it just he turns the ball over, just trying to create things.
Green misses the first, makes the second. Here's the third free throw for J.D. Green. That one off the side of the iron, no good. The Raiders, though, have a 1-0 lead on the State Farm scoreboard. 1 minute gone by here in this first quarter. Thanks for watching the stream tonight on GoRaidersLive.com. Here's Talley for three. That one off the mark, no good. Getting the rebound is Hinker. His shot is up, no good. The ball's tapped around. The ball goes out of bounds. And I think we'll get a foul against the Raiders.
Yeah, a foul underneath. And Coach David is trying to say, hey, guys, what are you doing? Just let them tap it around. Again, lots of size between Smith and Hinker. Underneath, they just...
Dylan Zamowski, the 6'4 senior, gets called for his first team foul. Out front, this is Smith, the basketball, kicks it outside. They go to Solik. Solik around the screen, gives it back to Smith. Smith out front to Thompson. Thompson left side. They'll go Solik, and Solik with the three.
J.D. Green late in getting over and guarding Solik.
Taylor Segrist to Green. Green top of the key. Man-to-man defense by the Colonels. 2-point lead for Mitchell. Green around the screen. Now gives the ball to Brooks. Brooks looking inside from the wing. Pass to Segrist. He'll shoot the three. This one off the mark. No good. The rebound grabbed by Hinker. Hinker outlet pass to Solik. They'll get the ball into the front court to Talley. Talley right side. Over to Thompson. Now Solik for three once again. That's no good. The rebound to Mitchell, though. That's Smith. Smith to Talley. Back to Thompson. Now to Solik, and they'll work it to Hinker along the right baseline. He backs his way in. The ball is loose, and it's stolen by the Raiders.
Yeah, J.D. Green got some hands in the lane. Here's Holly.
And Holly in transition gets the basket, and this game is tied at 3. 5:40 remaining in the first. Back the other way, it's the Raiders the Colonels with the basketball. The ball knocked out of the hands of Smith. Now they get it to Solik, and Solik hits the jumper from the free throw line. He has all 5 of the Colonels' points.
Interesting watching Hinker. Hinker likes to use his shoulder. He will kind of lower his shoulder and then kind of lift it up.
J.D. Green, the basketball. To Zamowski. Zamowski back to Green. Green gives it to Brooks. Brooks drives in the paint. Fadeaway jumper. No good, but a whistle will send Caleb Brooks to the free throw line.
Yeah, interesting. They did kind of a clear out here. They got a cutter in the lane, see if they can draw the defense in. I know the Raiders, they like to do a lot of curls if they can, and that time Brooks tried to use the screen to get into the lane.
Colton Smith called for his first second team foul against the Colonels. Caleb Brooks makes the first free throw. 4-5. Or I should say 5-4. The Colonels with the lead, but a chance to tie. Brooks misses the free throw. So still a 1-point lead for the Colonels. But there's a steal by Segrist. Segrist to Hawley, back to Segrist. Segrist drives the scoop shot and tapped in by Hawley. I think that one was set up that way.
You think so? I don't know, man. Just the way it was, Hawley just there, just the two-man game.
Love it. 6-5, the Raiders lead by 1. 4:38 to go in the first quarter. Talley puts up the three. That's no good. Hinker grabs the rebound, gives the ball to Smith in the low post. He's double-teamed.
Oh, they're going to call Segrist.
Segrist, he grabs the ball, rips it out of the hands of Smith, but a holding call on Segrist.
Yeah, I don't know. Stabler, I don't know if he was going to disagree. He had a look on his face. He's got the usual Stabler look on his face, but I don't know if it was about the foul or the player.
Solik triggers it in, gets it to Smith. Now he'll give it to Talley. Talley right side over to Thompson. Thompson back to Talley. Talley to Thompson in the right corner. Dribbles out to the wing, gives it to Talley. Talley being guarded by Hawley. They work it around. Trying to work it into Smith. The ball is loose. It goes out of bounds. Last touch, though, by Segrist, who was diving for the basketball.
Yeah, good patience right now by the Colonels. I'd be surprised if they try to get some sort of switch off, get Hawley, who I think is the best defender by the Raiders, off of Talley.
Colin Weir, number 14, is checked in, the 6'4" sophomore for the Colonels. So here's Smith, the basketball, top of the key. Smith gives the ball to Solik. Solik to Talley. Talley drives. There's the floater. A little too hard off the glass. No good. Segrist, the rebound. Raiders lead by 1. They give it to Green, top of the key. Now left side to Hawley. Hawley drives to his left. Pull-up jumper by Hawley. No good. The rebound grabbed by Hinker. He gets the outlet pass. They work the ball in the front court, trying to get it to Colton Smith. Instead, it's knocked out of bounds by Segrist.
Segrist. Yeah, he just tried to play safety back there, just kind of rolled back and say, yeah, go ahead. I'll just tip it.
Jess Christensen has checked into the game for the Raiders. This is Solik, the basketball. Left side, they go Weir. Into the corner to Smith. Smith back to Solik, top the key. Reverses right side to Talley. Talley to Weir in that right corner. Back to Smith. Smith just totally lost the ball there.
Over the top, yep. Going the other way.
And it will be Raider basketball.
To see Christensen over there, he's got kind of double duty. He sinks into the paint because he's got to be able to guard Hinker, but then he wants to help on a drive to come into his area.
Segrist to Brooks. Brooks dribbles to the top of the key, spins back to his left. Now he gets it to Segrist. Segrist in the paint. Pump fakes, puts up the shot. It's good for Segrist.
Great job by Segrist. He kind of snuck through the lane. He got Talley to trail him. He came off the screen, curled back up over the top, and was double-teamed with Segrist, still able to score.
His first basket. It is 8-5 on the State Farm scoreboard. The Raiders by 3. They work the ball to Hinker. Hinker into the right corner. Solik out to Talley for 3. And Talley knocks it down.
Again, I don't know. Hawley kind of came off and was going to try to help in the corner. I don't know what happened there defensively, but you can't leave Talley wide open.
Game tied at 8. 2.5 minutes to go here in the first. Hawley the basketball around the screen of Christensen. Back to Christensen. That one is too hard off the glass for Jeff Christensen. On that pick and roll there, Talley up the other end, gives the ball to Smith. Smith, cross-court pass, left side. They get it to Solik, down low to Hinker. Hinker bats his way in. The reverse good for Gavin Hinker. And he is so strong in the low post.
He is strong, and you got to be able to deal with it.
Hawley kicks it outside. Christensen to Green. Raiders set up the offense. Green directing traffic. Cross from the scorer's table. Gives the ball to Hawley. Minka Hawley to Segrist. Now to Green, and Green just lost the ball. It was last touched by the Colonels.
They stripped it on. Good job by Hawley that last time. Coming into that possession, he got double-teamed. In years past, he's tried to force something and try to make a play out of that, but instead he realized it, held up, said, hey, guys, we got to set something up here.
J.D. Green will exit. Number 3, Seth Pa, the 5'11 junior, checks into the ball game. Pa, the basketball. Left side to Hawley. 2-point Mitchell lead. Hawley takes a step back, thought about a 3. Instead, he gives it to Brooks. Brooks in the paint, a tough shot, but he barely it in for two.
Good job. And right in the middle of the defense, went the other direction.
That's 3 points for Kalen Brooks. This game is tied at 10. Just under 90 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Colton Smith, the basketball. He's going to put up the three. That one bounces around the rim and goes in.
Hey, this is Rapid City. I'm supposed to have a friendly rim for the opponent. What the heck?
Back to a 3-point lead now for the Colonels. The number 1 ranked team in Class AA basketball. Holly, the basketball, around the screen. Gets it back to Christensen. Christensen drives. Now kicks it out to Brooks. Brooks is going to shoot the three, and it's nothing but net for Caleb Brooks.
He looked like he was going to dish it down low, but nobody was there. It's like, all right, I'll just take it myself.
6 points for Brooks, and this game is tied at 13. Here's Markus Talley looking inside from the top of the key. Left side to Smith. Smith, cross-court pass to Talley. He's going to put up a long-range three, and boy, he knocks it down.
Yeah, and they did that. They did that pin-down screen down over there and kept Holly off of Holly. Is like, I can't get around this guy, the screen, to step in the face of Talley.
3-point Colonels lead, 24 seconds remaining. Shot clock is off. The Raiders can hold for the final shot of this first quarter. They go to Pa on the right wing. He'll get around the screen of Segrist. Pa, top of the key. Crossover dribble. Gives the ball to Christensen. Down to 7 seconds. Christensen. Over to Brooks. Brooks decides to drive. Puts up a scoop shot. No good. Talley puts up the shot at the buzzer. That one is no good. And that is the way we end this first quarter of play at Carroll Higher Gymnasium.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
And we want to welcome you back to Carroll Higher Gymnasium on this Friday night as we welcome you back to the Anytime Auto Sales Service and Detail Broadcast booth. Sales, service, and recreation. The Raiders trail by 3 at the end of 1. What do you think of their play that first quarter?
Well, they've been playing pretty well. They've had to be able to keep up on the ball movement of the Colonels back and forth, and again, you can't lose any of the players. Watertown gave them the Colonels a very valiant effort, but then all of a sudden there was just spots where the Colonels just opened up and just started blowing the doors off their opponent. So the Raiders have to keep that down.
Here's Gavin Hinker now, gets the ball out to Solik, and he'll pop the jumper from the left elbow. That's 7 points now for Landon Solik. Raider basketball. Segrist gives the ball to J.D. Green. Back to Christensen. Christensen had the ball blocked by Hinker, but Christensen gets it back. They'll work it over to Seth Pa. Pa to Green. Green gives the ball to Segrist. Segrist to Pa in that left corner, driving the baseline. Fadeaway jumper. It's just short, no good. Colton Smith grabs the rebound. Number 21, that's Dalton Zamonski. He's checked into the game as well. They work the ball to Hinker in the low post. He'll kick it to the left corner to Solik. Solik to Smith. Smith on that left wing. It's a 5-point Mitchell lead. A little over a minute gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Talley, the basketball. Talley left side to Smith. Smith pulls up, shoots the three. This one, no good. A battle for the rebound. Segrist comes away with it. Segrist left side to Green. Green crosses the timeline. Green gives the ball to Pa. Seth Pa right side to Zamonski. Zamonski back to Green. Green hands the ball to Segrist. Segrist gets around the screen. Spins back to his left. Now puts up the shot off the glass. Taylor Segrist scores.
Great move by Segrist. It's like The defense was there. He got him leaning one way. Is like, I don't have it. Good spin and step through.
4 points now for Taylor Segrist. 3-point Mitchell lead. 6:10 to go here in the second. Hinker gets it to Smith in the low post. Now he'll give it to Solich in the right corner. That shot is no good. The battle for the rebound. J.D. Green comes away with it, gets it to Segrist. Segrist pulls up, shoots the three, and it's good for Taylor Segrist.
And I'll tell you what, that's what the Raiders needed right there. Segrist to come alive. With Hawley not on the bench, they need something.
18-18, we are tied with a little over 2 minutes gone by in the second. Smith down low to Hinker. He's double-teamed, but Hinker, such a force down there, puts it in for two.
Yeah, Segrist came to the other side for help, tried to swat the ball away. Hinker's like,
J.D. Green drives, and they will count the basket and one for J.D. Green.
Again, there are times when he can be such an amazing spark for this program, and coming up as long as he can keep his head in the game and keep focused on what he needs to do.
With number 35, Owen Rammel. He will come in for the Colonels. Checking back in for the Raiders is Minka Hawley and Caleb Brooks.
So with Hawley and Brooks on the bench, the Raiders rather able to kind of climb back into it.
And that free throw no good by J.D. Green. He is struggling, just 1 of 4, but the Raiders get it back. They go to Green, now out front to Brooks. Brooks takes a step in, shoots from the free throw line, and knocks down the jumper.
Raiders stepping up good.
8 points for Caleb Brooks, and the Raiders lead 22-20 after trailing by as many as 5 points. Spinning. That is Smith, and we're going to get a whistle that I think goes on J.D. Green. That is a wrench law foul on the court. If you find yourself in a difficult situation, whether it's a DUI, criminal charges, or an injury case, you need the right lawyer on your side with over 30 years of experience. Tim Wrench is a trial lawyer and will help you get the best possible outcome for your case. Call number 1 is to Wrench Law at 605-341-1111, wrenchlaw.com. At the free throw line is number 0, Colton Smith. He misses that first one. Again, the foul on J.D. Green. That is his first. Team's first. Second free throw, no good for Smith. And the Raiders maintain a 2-point lead. Here's Hawley, the basketball in the front court. Raiders going from left to right in their white uniforms with the blue numbers. Caleb Brooks, top the key. Picks up his dribble, gives the ball to Hawley, who splits the defenders. The shot is blocked by the Colonels, but the Raiders get it back. They go to Hawley in the right corner, or right wing. Hawley to Brooks. Brooks, top of the key. Backs his way in, spins, and nice move by Brooks. The ball bounces along the rim, though, and does not fall.
Didn't get the finish they needed.
Here's Talley in the front court. Markus Talley takes a step back, shoots the three. That one is short. Brooks gets the rebound.
Community banking should be kind of personal. That's because there's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to you. Fortunately, Security First Bank gets that. And that means you get more, too, like online tools, in-person expertise, and tailored banking solutions for your family or business. So, from balanced budgets to bucket lists, we're the bank for all you're doing. Security First Bank.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Dylan Kessler today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Where
can you get surprisingly great rates on auto and renter's insurance? At State Farm. I'm State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates. So stop looking around. Call me, State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Belly Brothers Auto Tech is the bark of the town. Belly Brothers is one of the top-rated local auto shops in South Dakota. From an oil change to transmission repair.
Everyone's out of school and got 2 weeks off. Okay, so they have 2 weeks off. I know.
So the Raiders have the ball coming out of that timeout. Here's Hawley driving the left baseline, spins back to his right, cut off, so he gives the ball to Segrist. Segrist around the screen, gets to the corner, takes a step back, shoots the three, and is nothing but net for Gaylor Segrist.
Wow, in the deep corner, Segrist. Hawley, good defense on Hawley. He's like, no problem, I got my buddy Gaylor here.
10 points now for Gaylor Segrist. 25-20, the Raiders with their largest lead. 3:25 to go here in the second. It's just Thompson, the basketball to Talley, back to Thompson. He'll reverse it right side. They go to Smith in the right corner. Smith, cross-court pass to Thompson. Thompson shoots the three. An air ball by Thompson, and the Raiders will get back, of course, the cheering section or student section. Pretty excited about that.
They'll let him know and how they felt about his three.
And they are very festive over there as we see Santa Claus underneath the basket.
Right in the middle, plenty of L's helping it out there.
Gaylor Segrist gets into the front court for the Raiders as they lead by 5, gives the ball to Green. Green back to Segrist. He'll shoot the three, and he will get the three-pointer +1. You don't see that very often.
No, not too often, and the problem was Talley was off. Segrist got into the corner. Talley came back just to try to put at least a hand in the face, and he ran into the arm. Levi Pearson, great look right through it. Great foul call.
So the the three-pointer will count. Segrist gets the 4-point play. He has 14 points. It's now 29-20. The Raiders with their largest lead of 9. Here's Hinker in the low post. In traffic, puts up the shot. I think he was triple-teamed. Still able to draw contact and head to the free throw line.
He was literally shoving J.D. Green, for some reason, was the person down there guarding him, and he just shoved him out of the way as Green's like, I don't know what I can do. I'm a slender guy against this big muscle guy, and all he does is just kind of shove him out of the way. And then, like you said, the rest of the team comes in to help him out.
They did get that personal foul on Dylan Zemanski. That is his second team foul against the Raiders. And Kevin Hinker misses both free throws, and it remains a 9-point Raider lead with 2:42 to go in the second. Here's Hawley to Brooks, reverses it left side to Green on the wing. Green looking inside. Instead, he'll dribble out, give the ball to Christensen, back to Green. Green around the screen to his right, drives to the baseline, spins, takes a jump, there's a fadeaway jumper there, but he gets called for the travel.
Yeah, I tried to change direction, and Coach Stabner telling him, hey, you got it. You can't slide that far. He tries to overextend himself trying to create that separation.
Hinker, left side to Smith. Smith drives the left baseline. Now he pulls up, gets to the corner. Smith out to Thompson. Thompson right side over to Solik. Solik to Talley. Talley to that left wing, works it inside to Hinker. He'll kick it outside to Solik. Solik over to Talley. Talley, the floater is good for Markus Talley. That's 8 points now for Talley. Hawley at the other end drives, and he will get the basket and one.
The behind the back floater with the foul.
The Raiders really making some amazing shots here.
Yeah, and I knew on the Raiders, nothing against any of the other Raider players, but Hawley is he's the most athletic player. I think we're going to get a push call on Jess Christensen.
That last foul was on Colton Smith. That is his second, team's third. And then, like Dean said, Jess Christensen getting called for the foul.
Yeah, you have to be smart about where you're at. You're in that free throw situation. You're in a space. Your guy does a great job. Hey, He beat you to it. He out-muscled you to a spot. Leave it alone. Save your foul for something else.
In the low post, wide open was Thompson.
Yes, somebody missed something. I think he got a screen up top or something. Hinker got it. Christensen was there, but Hinker just found him cutting.
That's Sutton Thompson with his first basket. 31-24. Here's Minka Holly. They give the ball to Green. Green back to they go to Christensen. Christensen on the wing, looking. Gets around the screen, dribbles to the top of the key. Gives the ball to Green. J.D. Green wants to drive. Now he takes a step back, shoots the jumper. That one is no good. Ball tapped around. Gavin Hinker comes away with it. Smith. Smith gives the ball to Talley. Talley back to Smith. Smith on the left elbow. Backs his way in. Puts up a tough shot. That one is no good. It's a battle for the rebound.
Good job by Brooks in playing that defense, forcing that errant throw, but now we're going to get a foul on it. It might be on Brooks.
Looks like that will be on number 20, Caleb Brooks.
He had everything that he needed right there. Bad shot. Obviously, he didn't get the rebound where he should have, and then just swatted at the ball.
That is the first on Brooks, fourth team foul against the Raiders. The ball into Smith. Smith, the reverse, it's good for 2. 5 points in the ball game for Colton Smith. 31-26, the Raiders led by 9. Now their lead cut to 5. Raiders chewing up some clock now. Right side, they go to Christensen. Christensen, from that wing, gives the ball to Green. Green, back to Christensen. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Holly to Green. Down to 8 seconds now. Green drives, splits the defenders, has the shot blocked. Christensen gets it back. Here's Holly. He's going to put up the 3. That one is no good. Smith gets the rebound, and now the shot clock is off as Mitchell can hold for the final shot of this first half.
The Colonels are just so physical down there. You have to battle.
Talley shoots the 3 from the top of the key and nails it. Here's the Raiders. Segrist at the buzzer, puts up the half-court shot, and it is no good. So on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agents Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick.
Build your car with exceptional service at reasonable rates, with plenty of financing options also available. Holding an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau since 2008, Belly Brothers will get your tail wagging. And visit Jennifer Young next door for your tax accounting needs.
The last great sale of the year is on at Danny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet. Shop over 350 used vehicles, GMCs, Rams, Fords, Chevys, imports, and more, including GM certified pre-owned. Buy with no money down and make no payments until spring 2025. Local and national lenders available and all applications accepted. And lower rates mean lower payments. Plus, buyers on site paying top dollar for all trades. Hurry! The last great sale of the year ends December 31st at Danny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet or DannyMenholtRapidChevrolet.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Great news. I just got the State Farm personal price plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Contact me, State Farm agent Scott Carlson, to create your personal price plan today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality.
You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
This is big. Every used car, truck, and sport utility are priced below book at Danny Mountain Rushmore Honda. Choose from Ford and Chevy trucks, nearly $10,000 below book. Jeeps, nearly $5,500 below book. Imports, over $7,000 below book. Shop a lot full of used cars, trucks, and SUVs, imports, and domestics. And every one of them priced below book value. Some nearly $10,000 below book. Plus, low financing available for up to 72 months. See us at Danny Mountain Rushmore Honda or RushmoreHonda.com.
Hi, this is Nate Brown reminding you to join the Nate Brown Show live weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. It's Rapid City's sports talk show and Rapid City's only call-in radio show. With big-name guests from across the country to the local sports coverage you just can't get anywhere else. Join the conversation every weekday for thought-provoking sports talk. This is your show. Don't miss the Nate Brown Show from 4 to 6 p.m. on 106.7 FM and 1150 a.m. And stream us all the time at foxsportsrapidcity.com.
How do we solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems? Our doctors and specialists collaborate, sharing their vast knowledge and Mayo Clinic's unique expertise. It's this working together that helps solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems. Monument Health, proud member of the Mayo Clinic Care Network.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
It's time for Happy Honda Days at Danny Mountain Rushmore Honda. Shop the area's best selection of pre-owned Hondas and Honda certified pre-owned. Get financing as low as 1.99% APR on certified pre-owned CRVs, HRVs, and other select models. 1.99. Plus, shop a lot full of used cars, trucks, and SUVs, imports and domestics with financing as low as 5.79% APR for up to 72 months. See us at Denny Mountain Rushmore Honda or RushmoreHonda.com.
Now that we're in the final quarter of the year, it's time to start thinking about the 2022 tax year. W-2s and 1099s are scheduled to be out in January, but don't worry, Jennifer Young's Bookkeeping Services has you covered. They stay on top of the ever-changing tax laws impacting small businesses and corporations. Jennifer Young's Bookkeeping has your best interests at heart. Don't wait until the last minute. Get a head start on your 2022 taxes. Call Jennifer Young or go to jenniferyoungsbookkeeping.com or find her on Facebook.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods, such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
At Dakota Discount RV, our mission is to make your RV experience fun and easy by providing quality recreational vehicles, competitive pricing, and professional sales and service. We're proud to offer the finest names in RVs. Our big inventory of fifth wheels, travel trailers, and toy haulers allow us to save customers thousands of dollars compared to most dealers. Come see us at either of our two locations, 3330 East Mall Drive, Rapid City, or 11200 JB Road, exit 48, Somerset.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Z Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Z Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
Melissa Christensen with Angle & Volkers is a trusted real estate advisor in the Black Hills. She brings precision, dedication, and clear communication to every transaction. Melissa focuses on service, not sales, always putting her clients first.
Down as we are moments away from the start of the third quarter. Rapid City Stevens leading 31-29 over the top-ranked Mitchell Colonels. Some other scores real quickly in boys basketball. Spearfish defeats Aberdeen Central 48-42 is the final. Douglas defeats Gearing, Nebraska 67-65. A final tonight. Sturgis Brown Scoopers 55, Pier 52.
Wow. I just noticed that my buddy just texted me that score there. I was like, wow, nice job, Sturgis, getting the job done.
It is. A Pier was undefeated after last weekend, so nice win for the Sturgis Brown Scoopers. We'll have some other scores throughout the course of the night as well. I know that the Spearfish girls were in triple overtime, so we will dig up that score as well. But triple overtime.
Okay.
Yep. We are ready, though, to get back into this ball game. It'll be Raider basketball going from right to left. So, again, thanks for joining us on Fox Sports Rapid City as well as GoRaidersLive.com. Here's J.D. Green, backs his way in, fadeaway baseline jumper. That's no good. Smith, the rebound, pushes the ball to Thompson in the front court, stumbles a little bit, able to collect himself, gives the ball to Talley. Now they work it to Smith on that left wing. There's the backdoor pass to Thompson, wide open for the easy basket.
Yeah, and that's where the hinker factor comes in, as they were trying to double, keep the ball out of the post, but you leave that backdoor wide open.
There's Zamonski, the basketball. They will lay off him a little bit. Now they give it to Brooks. Brooks looking inside from that right side as the Raiders go again from right to left to Segrist. He'll shoot the three. That one off the mark, no good. Smith gets the rebound, but it's stolen back by Green. Green tried to get it to Brooks, but Talley gets the steal. Talley into the front court. Here's Solik, thought about the three. Instead, they give it to Hinker in the low post, and he is so strong and quick, he gets the reverse for two.
Yeah, he just had the position on Szymanski that time, and there's nothing he could do.
33-31. It is a 2-point Mitchell lead. 6:45 to go here in the third quarter. Szymanski to Brooks. Now reverses it right side to Segrist. Segrist to Szymanski in the low post. Underneath the basket, tries to get it outside. He does to Green, back to Segrist for three, and he is fouled. Talley for the second time in this ball game, he commits the foul on the three-point
attempt. He's gonna plead with Levi Pearson that he didn't, but he clearly made contact. You could see the contact that he made, and again, Talley just kind of leaned off to one way, kind of slacked off a little bit with the defender. It was a good pass to Segrist, and Segrist, again, he's got a good catch and shoot.
That is number 2 on Markus Talley. First team foul against Mitchell. Taylor Segrist at the free throw line, knocks down the first of 3. Here's the second attempt. This one is good for Segrist. He has 16 points in the ball game. Again, he's been the leading scorer for the Raiders the last 2 seasons. Chance to take the lead for the Raiders. There's the last free throw attempt. He makes all 3. He's a perfect 4 for 4 in the ball game. 34-33, the Raiders by 1. Here in the third quarter, Smith to Hinker. Hinker hands the ball to Talley. Talley drives into the right corner. That is going to be Thompson for 3. That one is no good. The Raiders come away with it. Segrist, left side to Zemanski. Zemanski thought about the pull-up jumper. Instead, he feeds Brooks, who was wide open for the easy basket.
Well, they have the numbers because Smith was down here trying to get the rebound and hit the deck, and he laid on the end line for a while.
36-33, the Raiders by 3. Just under 6 minutes to go in the third. Here's Hinker in the low post over Zemanski. The shot is up a little too strong. No good. J.D. Green, the rebound, bounce pass to Segrist. Segrist drives the right baseline. Pull-up jumper is no good. A battle for the rebound. It goes out of bounds, and it will stay Raider basketball as 2 players hit the deck.
Yeah, as Zemanski kind of fell down, Hinker's going to take a look. Hey, he did something, but Zemanski just laid on the ground. Hinker kind of started to lose his balance and just kind of fell down. The defenders are on top of it.
J.D. Green gets it into Holly. Holly lost the ball. He came down with it. They're going to call the travel on Minka Holly. But he really didn't. I think he didn't lose it, but he went up in the air, then comes back down with it.
He went up with it, and he let the ball go, and then caught, and then grabbed it again once he got back to the ground.
So Mitchell gets the ball. Solik left side. They work it to Smith in the left corner. Smith looking inside. It's going to be kicked by Brooks out of bounds.
And he's pleading with the officials, like, look, I get a dribble, but it wasn't a dribble. You have to. A dribble is an intentional act where you push the ball down, and he just let it go.
Solik triggers it in from the right side, from the right baseline, gets the ball in. It's going to go to Talley. Talley, the scoop shot. That's no good.
Yeah.
And a whistle there on Taylor Segrist.
Yeah, it's going to be on Segrist. I was wondering, it was kind of a late whistle, but I think they were kind of seeing what happened with the play, how much contact he made, and I don't know if Stabner doesn't like it, but it was clear what happened. Segrist clearly came over and hits Talley.
That is number 2 on Taylor Segrist. So Markus Talley at the free throw line. Scored 27 points against Watertown. He makes that free throw. He has 12 points tonight.
Yeah, it's kind of a quiet 27. The whole team just kind of went crazy, and then all of a sudden he comes out with the leading scores. Like, well, he really wasn't just, we see like Segrist, like he'll just light it up for like 5 minutes in a game and just kind of take over. He didn't do that.
13 points for Markus Talley. It's 36-35, the Raiders by 1. J.D. Green, the basketball on the left wing, gives the ball to Segrist. Segrist drives, puts up the shot, off the glass, it's good for 2.
Boy, he took advantage right there. He came from the curl up top, took that screen at the high post, and then they didn't defend him from the rim, so he decided to slide down and get the layup.
19 points now for Taylor Segrist. Mitchell at the other end. They give the ball to Smith, now to Talley in the left corner. Talley looking inside for Hinker. Instead, he's going to give the ball to Solik, back to Talley. We're going to reach in foul. That will be against the Raiders.
That's going to be on Holly.
That's only the first on Minka Holly, second team foul against the Raiders. 4:35 to go in the third quarter. Still a 3-point Raider lead. Landon Solik will trigger it in. Gets the ball into Thompson. Thompson left side to Talley. Talley back to Smith. Smith on the right wing. Man-to-man defense by the Raiders. Drives the baseline. And Brooks knocks it off the knee. He gets a hand on it, knocks it off the knee of Colton Smith.
Again, they got to continue to play smart, continue to play hard.
Brooks gives the ball to Green. Here's Green now. He will walk into the front court with 4:20 to go in the third quarter. Here's Brooks driving hard to the basket. He is fouled. And Caleb Brooks heads to the free throw line. He's shooting 50% from the charity stripe, 1 of 2 tonight. And I'll tell you, I kind of get this feeling, just for the Colonels, it kind of just feels like maybe they depend on their amazing athleticism and shooting to just all of a sudden turn it on at one point in time. Right now, I still haven't seen it so far. They just feel kind of down, I don't want to say down. I can't think of the right word for it, but I feel like they can play at another level, and they just haven't done it yet. Caleb Brooks makes both free throws, so Brooks and Segrist have combined for 31 of the Raiders' 40 points. Here's Solik, the basketball for Mitchell. To Thompson, had the ball knocked out of his hands. Gets the ball to Talley, now back to Thompson. Thompson looking inside instead. Solik over to Talley on the right wing. Talley around the screen. Puts up the long three-pointer, and that is good for Talley.
It's just an amazing player. And if you don't step out, if you don't hedge out on him or switch off better and step out and get a hand in his face, he gets enough space, he will do that.
It is a 2-point Raider lead with 3.5 minutes to go in the third. 40-38 is your score. Caleb Brooks, the basketball, backs his way in, puts up the shot. It is partially blocked. The ball is loose. Talley comes away with it. Talley, in a hurry, gets into the front court, goes coast to coast, misses the reverse. Jess Christensen gets the rebound, and we'll get a whistle against the Colonels. And how physical is it down there in the low post?
Yeah, it has to be. And like I said, he was my player to watch, Jess Christensen. That's going to be so huge for the Raiders, for him to get up there right in the middle of 3 different black jerseys and able to get up there and get that rebound.
30-second timeout called for by the Rapid City Stevens Raiders. So on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agents Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick. 3:15 remaining in the third, and the Raiders lead Mitchell 40-38 is your score. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. You're listening to high school basketball action on 106.7 FM, 1150 AM, Fox Sports Rapid City.
Great news. I just got the State Farm personal price plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Contact me, State Farm agent Scott Carlson, to create your personal price plan today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Now we want to welcome you back to the Anytime Auto Sales, Service, and Detail broadcast booth. Sales, service, and recreation. Jerome Wickersham and Dean Gurr with you on this Friday night as we enter the second week of the high school basketball season. It is Raider basketball leading by 2, 40-38. Here's Seth Paugh, who's checked in, dribbles to that right corner, gives the ball to Christensen. Now they go to Brooks. Brooks back to Paugh. Paugh around the screen to his left, hands the ball off to Christensen. Christensen to Segrist. Segrist gets in the lane, spins to his left, pump fakes, fadeaway jumper, no good. Had a man right in front of him. Yeah, that was Talley. A defender. Talley right side to Solik, back to Talley. Talley looking inside, cross-court pass. They go to Thompson, out front to Talley.
It's a mismatch right here. I'm surprised Talley doesn't drive.
Talley's going to shoot the long three. This one off the left side of the iron, no good. Caleb Brooks grabs the rebound. Brooks works his way into the front court, slows it down, gets to that left corner. Brooks trying to get rid of the basketball. He does to Paugh. Paugh dribbles to the right wing, gives the ball to Holly. Holly around the screen to his left. On the pick and roll there, Christensen puts it in for 2.
And Christensen did a great job of getting around. He could have totally plowed over the defender, but he got around him enough. The defender, I think, kind of faked it a little bit, hit the deck.
42-38, the Raiders by 4. Hinker in the low post, gives the ball. That's going to go to Colin Weir. Weir's going to shoot a 3. That one just short, hits the front of the iron. Coming away with it We have Holly. Minka Holly, crossover dribble. Gives the ball to Brooks. Brooks passes to Christensen. He'll reverse it to give it to Pa. Pa around the screen to his right. Back to Christensen, now to Brooks. Brooks to Segrist. Around the screen to his left. Gets to the baseline. He is tripped up, and they say he stepped out of bounds as he hit the deck.
He did. Looked like he was sliding into second base there a little bit.
Minute 18 to go here in the third quarter. 4-point Raider lead. They led at halftime 31-29. The largest lead for the Raiders has been 9 points. Markus Talley works his way into the front court. Talley left side to Thompson. Back to Talley around the screen. Top of the key, left side to Weir. Down low, they work it to Hinker, and a pushing foul on Jeff Christensen.
That's going to be Christensen. He got his knee right in the back of you wouldn't think a Hinker could be able to be knocked off of his block, but that's exactly what Christensen did. I mean, he's got to be physical like that. He's going to get a few of those calls. That's the way it is. But again, they don't want that ball inside.
Number 2 on Christensen, third team foul against the Raiders. Here's Hinker in that left corner. Hinker to Talley. Cross-court pass to Solik. Solik against Pa into the left corner. Weir back to Solik. Now to Weir. Colin Weir, the basketball. Out to Solik, who passes to Talley. Talley to Thompson. Sutton Thompson hits the three. That is his first from long range tonight.
Yeah, again, they're going to move it until they find that open look, and if the Raiders get caught on a shift or a double, they're going to make them pay.
Seth Pa drives, and he bakes it in for 2.
Great left hand by Pa there that time. I would say his left paw.
44-41. The Raiders by 3. We're down to the final 15 seconds in this third quarter. Talley just dribbling it out there at midcourt. Crossover dribble in the paint. It's blocked by Holly. Here's Sulik from the left corner. That one is no good. Hinker has it. It goes off of Hinker. And the Raiders, with 3 seconds, will get the final shot.
And I'm going to tell you, that's what Holly brings to the game. He's a great defender. He's got those long arms. And so if you don't get there, he's going to be swatting it.
Segrist to Christensen. I don't think he got it off in time. He did hit the backboard.
The official didn't wave it off, but either way, I don't think he got it off either.
So on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agents Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick, at the end of 3, Rapid City Stevens leads top-ranked Mitchell 44-41 in this boys contest.
Also passionate about supporting local youth activities, helping to strengthen communities and build a brighter future for our kids. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, Melissa is here to guide you every step of the way. Stop in or call Melissa Christensen with Engel and Volkers today.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Community Service and Detail Broadcast Booth. Sales, service, and recreation. Mitchell has the basketball to start this fourth quarter of this boys game. They trail 44-41 to Stevens. Here's Colton Smith, spins to the baseline. Tries to dish it off to Hinker. It goes out of bounds.
Yeah, that was off.
The officials look at each other, both Levi Pearson and
I think he was just looking to make sure he didn't have something different. But, obviously we have a way different angle. We actually find the best view right here for that one.
We sit up here in the rafters at Carroll Hire. Here's Talley now with 15 seconds on the shot clock. Gives it to Landon Solik. Solik around the perimeter to Thompson. Back to Solik. Down low to Hinker, and Hinker with the reverse, no good.
So Christensen just enough to throw him off of his balance.
Segrist now to Pa. Pa, top of the key, sets up the offense. Left side, they go to Christensen, back to Pa. Raiders go from right to left. From the right elbow, there's a basket and the friendly bounce for Seth Pa.
Very friendly. And Christensen hangs out on the perimeter. That's not his game, but I think he's doing that to try to get Hinker out, but Hinker's just sagging way in the middle of the lane.
In the low post, Gavin Hinker out to Solik, now left corner. Thompson's going to shoot the three. That three is no good, and it's an over. I'm going to call it over the back, but it's a push. That's a push.
That's what easy what he did. Yep, you got it. Everyone calls it. It's okay to call it.
I think I'm old school then.
Yeah, no, you're all good with that, and that's exactly what it looked like.
Mm-hmm. He went over the back
to push him.
That is the second on Gavin Hinker, the first this quarter for the Mitchell Colonels. They trail by 5. Raider basketball. Here's Holly. Almost had it stolen, though, as he tried to get it to Segrist. They'll go to Pa. Pa dishes off to Holly, now right side to Segrist. Down low, Christensen, back to Segrist. Segrist drives the right baseline, pulls up, shoots a jumper. That one, I think he kind of hesitated a little bit on the shot.
Yeah, he's got to get that flow. He's that type of shooter where he has to get it. That one, he had to change his mind.
Here's Talley looking inside from the wing. Instead, he goes to Solik, now right corner to Thompson. Thompson back to Smith. Gives to Thompson. He'll hand it off to Talley. Talley drives against Holly, puts up the shot, and gets it over Holly.
And Talley gives Holly a little bit of a push afterwards. I don't know if he likes the defense. It's something to kind of keep an eye on.
Here's Seth Paul on the right wing, looking inside. Dribbles out, now they get it to Holly. Turnaround jumper is short from the free throw line. Christensen the rebound, and a hold against Mitchell.
Yeah. I don't know if it's going to be on Hinker or not. It's not. I think it's 24.
That's Sutton Thompson. That is his first second team foul this quarter. Yeah. J.D. Green comes back to the ball game to replace Seth Pa.
Yeah, interesting. The Colonels, they went to a little zone defense. That's that last shot. It was like nobody was guarding him right in the middle.
Here's Minka Holly. Holly gives the ball to Segrist. He'll hand it off to Green.
Yeah, they're going to do as St. Thomas more. They're going to milk this clock, work the ball around, get plenty of time for a great-looking shot.
Brooks backs his way in, spins to his right, double team, puts up the shot, draws contact, and Brooks is down on the floor. It looks like his left leg.
Yeah, his left leg, left knee.
The athletic trainer. Assistant coach out there checking on it.
Maybe it's just cramps, the way they're grabbing it.
It should be kind of personal. That's because there's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to you. Fortunately, Security First Bank gets that. And that means you get more, too, like online tools, in-person expertise, and tailored banking solutions for your family or business. So, from balanced budgets to bucket lists, we're the bank for all you're doing. Security First Bank.
43, the Raiders by 3. If you're just now joining us, earlier tonight, the 4th-ranked Rapid City Stevens Raiders girls team, they get upset by Mitchell, 56-52. Just not the night for head coach Adam Dannenbring and his squad.
Are they calling a timeout to keep, because they can't be huddling, they got to go. Now they're talking about it. Now this year they've allowed 20 seconds for you to recoup. Like clean blood off a jersey or something like that. You got 20 seconds. If you can make it happen, that's it. But I think the coaches came out, so he has to come out of the game, and I don't think you can do the 20-second interval on that one.
So Seth Pa comes back into the ball game for Kalen Brooks.
And and they were talking about who's going to shoot the free throws because Kalen Brooks was the one with it.
So instead, Seth Pa will be at the charity stripe for the first time tonight. Makes that free throw. And Raiders as a team shooting really well from the free throw line.
If you ever wondered what the word for Charlie horse is in the Lakota language, I heard it today. It's Charlie horse. just so you know. I mean, I don't speak Lakota, but someone had it today, and he definitely said Charlie.
Okay. So for the Raiders in the second half, Seth Palm makes both free throws. In the second half, the Raiders are a perfect 7 for 7 from the charity stripe.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Dylan Kessler today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Where can you get surprisingly great rates on auto and renter's insurance? At State Farm. I'm State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates. So stop looking around. Call me, State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Belly Brothers Auto Tech is the bark of the town. Belly Brothers is one of the top-rated local auto shops in South Dakota. From an oil change to transmission repairs, they'll treat your car with exceptional service at reasonable rates, with plenty of financing options also available. Holding an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau since 2008, Belly Brothers will get your tail wagging. And visit Jennifer Young next door for your tax accounting needs.
The last great sale of the year is on at Danny Manholt Rapid Chevrolet. Shop over 350 used vehicles, GMCs.
Ends up underneath and not able to step out. 2-point Raider lead, 48-46, just under 5 minutes to play. A collision there as we had J.D. Green and Talley collide, and they're going to get J.D. Green with the foul.
Going to get on Green, and then there was another extracurricular shove afterwards who shoved Green as they were heading out, so things are getting chippy out there.
They are. That's the second on J.D. Green. Here's Hinker in the low post. Puts up the shot over Christensen. He got him on the arm, so Gavin Hinker to the free throw line.
Not bad. I'll be honest with you. Think fouls, if you got fouls to give, that's not a bad one. Maybe you didn't want your third one at this point in time, but you know what? Put him on the line, make him do it the hard way. And there you go.
And Gavin Hinker misses the free throw. He is now 0 for 3 from the charity stripe. Second free throw attempt is good as he gets the friendly bounce. 7 points for Gavin Hinker. 48-47. Rapid City Stevens by 1 in this boys game with 4:38 to go in the fourth quarter. On the State Farm scoreboard, here's J.D. Green to Brooks on the right elbow, out to Holly. Holly back to Brooks. Brooks in the low post, backs his way in. There's the shot a little too hard off the glass, no good. Talley comes away with it, works his way into the front court, goes coast to coast. It's blocked by Holly. Holly gets the block. Segrist back the other way. Segrist tries to feed it off to Brooks. Brooks saves the ball to Holly. Holly, right side to Christensen. Christensen back to Brooks. Now the Raiders slow it down, set it back up. Here's J.D. Green left side to Holly. Holly in that left corner gets the ball out to Segrist. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Down low to Christensen, and he beats it in for 2.
That's a great ball movement. Again, they were in that zone defense. Christensen stuck under the short porch. That's what you need, quick ball movement.
3-point lead for Rapid City Stevens, 50-47. 3:40 to go here in this fourth quarter in the ball game. Here's Colton Smith, the basketball, top the key, around the screen to his right. He will drive, and they're going to get a blocking foul as Brooks, but his head, snapped back when he took the shot that time from Colton Smith.
Yeah, and he wasn't in the right spot. So, honestly, there was a time there you actually probably could have called a double foul on that one because he wasn't quite there, yet Smith came in, threw his shoulder into him to where his head was at.
And we are tied at 50 now with 3:25 to go. Here's Minka Hawley directing traffic from the corner. Gets the ball to Brooks. Backdoor pass to Christensen. Christensen out to Segrist. Segrist has had a quiet second half. Over to Green. Now to Brooks in the paint. The jumper's up. No good. A battle for the rebound. Hinker comes away with it. Talley back the other way. Talley crosses the timeline. Talley driving. Puts up the shot. They will wave off the basket. Blocking foul on J.D. Green.
Yeah, he got up underneath. He got the worst of it. Now he's grabbing his nose a little bit. And I think that the Colonels have switched to that zone defense. They're going to take a timeout here, but I think they switched to the zone. They're trying to get the Raiders.
Chevys, imports, and more, including GM certified pre-owned. Buy with no money down and make no payments until spring 2025. Local and national lenders available and all applications accepted. And lower rates mean lower payments. Plus, buyers on site paying top dollar for all trades. Hurry! The last great sale of the year ends December 31st at Denny Menhol Rapid Chevrolet or DennyMenholRapidChevrolet.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Great news. I just got the State Farm personal price plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Contact me, State Farm agent Scott Carlson, to create your personal price plan today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Just under 3 minutes to play here in the ball game. It is Mitchell Curl basketball. They're the top-ranked team in Class AA. Landon Solik, who's had a quiet ball game with 7 points, gets the ball to Smith. Back to Solik. He'll give the ball to Talley. Talley lost the ball. Picked up by Smith. Smith, right corner. They'll get it back to Solik. Now left side to Talley. Down to 15 seconds. Hinker backs his way in. Hinker puts up the shot. That one is short. No good. Brooks battles for the rebound. Gets the ball to Segrist. Segrist to Seth Pa, who's checked in. Pa, top of the key. Zone defense there by the Colonels. Here's Segrist to Pa. Now they get it to Brooks. Back to Segrist. Cross-court pass right side. It's going to be Hawley for 3. It's no good. Solik comes away with it.
Again, another one-and-done possession, which is kind of what they've had here in the middle of this fourth quarter here. Colonel's trying to take advantage of it. Again, they're slowing down as well as Talley gets the ball back up top. Taking a look, he's going to drive the lane. Couple 3 Raiders come in. I think Segrist tried to jump back into it and be the extra help as Talley was heading up, and they're going to go. They're not going to go on Segrist. I think they're going to go Brooks. No, number 2. Number two. So Talley at the free throw line for 2. This is a Renshaw foul on the court. If you find yourself in a difficult situation, whether it's a DUI, criminal charges, or an injury case, you need the right lawyer on your side. With over 30 years of experience, Tim Wrench is a trial lawyer and will help you get the best possible outcome for your case. Call number 1 is to Wrench Law at 605-341-1111, wrenchlaw.com. And Markus Talley makes both free throws. It is a 2-point Mitchell lead, 52-50. And we're going to get a timeout by Coach Stabner. Yeah, I don't think it set up the way they wanted to. Again, he had another one of those Stabner looks like, oh, what are we doing here? This isn't what we've got. The last free throw, he's over there consulting.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare provider.
But you don't want to get in that situation where all of a sudden you're starting to foul. And again, they've had multiple possessions here this middle to last, I would say, about 4 minutes-ish. Sorry, taking up my own words there. What they've had, and it's been that zone defense is turned into one and done. One and done. They've been moving on. They've been having a look. A lot of Brooks kind of in the middle, working the middle of that zone, and they've been giving the ball into him. They're kind of defending the perimeters more with Holly and Segrist out on the perimeter and giving up the inside. But they get it. They get the shot. They get the box out. And, again, the athleticism of the Colonels get all of the rebounds off of that. So it's like one and done. So they're like forcing the Raiders into shooting their way in or whatever has been the last, I would say, 4 minutes. 96 seconds remain. It'll be Raider basketball. They trail 52-50. Taylor Segrist has had a quiet second half, just 5 points, has 19 overall. And that's the thing. You want to see Segrist kind of go off. You want to see Holly go off. Holly drives. We'll get a blocking foul against Mitchell, right? Of course, Solik's got his hand. Hey, I had my hands up. Yeah, but you're blocking him with your body. Don Sutton Thompson is who they call it on. And they say, here's Jess Christensen in the low post. Puts up the shot. It's a little too strong. A battle for the rebound. Talley comes away with it, and we'll get instead. Yeah, they were hoping for a jump, but instead, Caleb Brooks gets whistled for the foul. Yeah, this is the point in the game you need to make those shots, those opportunities, and Jess Christensen just was unable to get the easy one. It bounced out, and this is the time you need them against the team like the Mitchell Colonels. At the free throw line is Markus Talley. Talley is 4 for 4 from the charity stripe, as the Colonels lead by 2. Make that 3. I didn't say this earlier, but Coach right there, Kreutzfeld, he was absolutely livid to play when Minka Holly got that second block here we had, midway through the quarter. A tremendous athletic block, and he was beside himself, thought it was a foul. The free throw missed. The ball tapped around, almost put in by Colton Smith. Coach Kreutzfeld, put that ball in and get down the court. 53-50 as Mitchell leads by 3 with 60 seconds to play. Here's Holly to Brooks in the right corner, out to Paw. And they don't need a 3 here. Segrist is going to put up the 3. This one rolls around the rim, no good. Tinker the rebound, outlet pass to Talley. You didn't need a big stop here, do the Raiders. Colonel's obviously going to take a lot of time in this possession. They are going to chew up some of the clock there. It's about a 17-second differential in the game clock and the play clock. See, you can count. I can a little bit. Now we're going to get a timeout by Coach Kreutzfeld. Got to set up, again, he's got 60 seconds. He's going to set up something probably maybe start within 10 and even 8 seconds to try to run a play to get a setup.
This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
This contest dating back to last January, they're number 1 for a reason.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, they're very talented. We've kind of seen that tonight. But I'll tell you what, the game plan tonight is for both teams. Hey, slow it down. Just slow it down. Work your half-court offense for each one of them. Like the last game we saw, it was push, get the ball to the floor, see where you can, attack. Here it's not. Here it's, take your time, slow it down. For the Colonels, and especially in the second half, it's, it's play zone defense, force them into one-and-done shots. 30 seconds now, Mitchell basketball. Smith gives the ball to Talley. Talley at midcourt.
7 seconds on the shot clock. Smith to Talley. Talley around the screen to his right. Gets to the baseline. Fadeaway jumper is good for Talley.
Just absolutely amazing ball player. And now they need a big shot right here. They can't wait.
Here's J.D. Green in the front court, left side to Segrist. Segrist wants to drive, gives it to Green. Green thought about a three, takes a step back, shoots the off-balance three. That's no good. Segrist puts up the shot. He scores at the buzzer, but the Raiders come up 3 points shy.
It was way too late. They had time. They needed to get on it right away, but the Colonels got out, defended that perimeter really well, forced an ugly-looking shot. The Raiders were trying to look for a better shot, and you in that situation, you need to get a shot up right away.
So the Raiders come up 3 points short here this evening on the State Farm scoreboard, insured by agent Scott Carlson and Matt McCormick. Another great ball game. We had our girls game earlier. The boys game just wrapped up, and on the State Farm